Remember Peter Boy Kema? This is what he might look like today in his early 20s, but the rendering is more of a wish than a reality.
17 years after the Hilo child disappeared, Hawaii County Police believe he was murdered. And after all these years, they now have new clues in the cold case mystery. It's one of Hawaii's most notorious unsolved crimes.
Tonight we have exclusive new details as Lynn Kawano investigates from Hilo.
Big Island police and prosecutors have been meeting regularly about the case and say they have new leads, new information, and new hope.
It's the question that has haunted the Big Island for years. Where is Peter Boy Kema Jr., the 6-year-old Hilo boy who was murdered in 1997?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I don't. I know Peter has something to do with it. My mom probably knows something. I guarantee she knows something.
Thousands of pages of CPS files show a pattern of abuse that Peter Boy and his siblings suffered at the hands of their parents, Peter Kema Sr. and Lynn Kawano. A year after the child went missing, the couple called a press conference and told a tale of what happened to their son.
And I also wanted to know if anybody's seen my Auntie Rose, because that's the last person I gave my son to.
No one believed that story, and there were no plane tickets to Honolulu to prove it. The parents were never arrested, and the case stalled.
There is no question that the boy's parents have always been the prime suspects. After 17 years, police and prosecutors say they are finally making progress.
I'm very excited about it. I mean, I think it's been a long time.
But in that time, not a lot has changed. Peter Boy's body has not been found, and the only eyewitness police know of isn't talking. Still, prosecutor Mitch Roth decided months ago to give the case a second look, and it could pay off.
The police are out there, they're reinvestigating. There's some new leads that are coming out, and like I said, we're kind of getting ready to go.
We're working closely with the prosecutor's office. We're exchanging communication. There's additional follow-ups that were recently completed.
Peter Boy's family is happy that investigators didn't give up on the case.
I want something to be done about it. That's all I'm asking.
Even for them to try.
Try. Just try.
Even if it doesn't go to trial, they now know their playful little brother was not forgotten.
The new investigation is still in the early phases, but for the first time in a long time, there is hope that this case could finally see the inside of a courtroom. In Hilo, I'm Lynn Kawano, Hawaii News Now.
Peter Boy's younger sister is the only eyewitness who is cooperating with the investigation. She told Lynn about the last time she saw her brother.
When I woke up, I asked them, "Oh, where's Peter Boy?" They said that, "Oh, Peter Boy went to Honolulu to stay with his auntie." I knew they were lying, and they said, "Go look in the house, go look in the house." I looked in the closet, and there was this box. Then I came out, and I told them, I was like, "Peter Boy's in the box. He's playing hide and seek." And he's like, "Well, just leave him there. Just leave him there. He was naughty."
So what happened to that box, and what does Peter Boy's sister hope will happen to her parents? We'll have that and much more of Lynn's exclusive interview tomorrow night at 10. Their images seared in our minds. Little Peter Boy Kema seen in home videos but not seen alive since 1997.
Well, soon Peter Boy's sister will be the key witness in the murder case as prosecutors try to secure justice 17 years later. Lena Akol is all grown up now, but the memories of her childhood and abusive parents haunt her to this day.
In her first ever media interview, Akol tells our Lynn Kawano what she saw and what she believes happened to her brother.
The girl was only 4 when her brother disappeared. She is now 21 and ready to talk about what happened the last time she saw Peter Boy.
There is no dispute that 6-year-old Peter Boy Kema Jr. suffered for most of his short life at the hands of his parents, Peter Kema Sr. and Lynn Kawano. The state took the boy and his siblings away after finding broken bones on Peter Boy just months after his birth in 1991. The children moved in with their grandparents, where they thrived.
I remember playing, pretending like we were Power Rangers. running around in the park.
But years later, the state returned them to the Kemas. It didn't take long for the abuse to resume.
Spanks, smacks, sticks, belt, get slammed on the ground, thrown in the wall.
Did he abuse all the kids equally? Was it the same punishment?
No, Peter Boy got the most of it, unfortunately.
Why?
I couldn't tell you why. It was just the way it was.
I never really got to see Peter Boy either. He was either in the trunk when we were going out to the stores or something.
Why was he in the trunk?
I'm not even sure. Our dad said that he was punished. He was being punished for doing something bad. We'd go to the beach and he'd be in the trunk. We'd go to the store, he'd be in the trunk.
The summer of 1997 was the last time they saw their brother alive.
That's how I woke up, is the door swinging open. And
Lena Akol is the youngest. She was just 4 years old, but remembers bits and pieces of that day. She was the only one inside the family's Hilo home.
my mom just running in the house, and then my dad right after, and in my mom's arms is Peter Boy. And I didn't know what was going on. And then, I don't know.
What did you see?
I seen, at the time I seen my mom going over my brother. What it looked like he was, she was trying to kiss him. And then I saw my dad trying to beat on his chest. And I opened the door more because the door was cracked, and they just yelled at me and they just told me go back to sleep.
Lena later realized her parents were doing CPR on her brother.
When I woke up, I asked them, "Oh, where's Peter Boy?" They said that, "Oh, Peter Boy went to Honolulu to stay with his auntie." I knew they were lying, and they said, "Go look in the house, go look in the house." I looked in the closet and there was this box. Then I came out and I told them, I was like, "Peter Boy's in the box, he's playing hide and seek." He didn't move. He was just in the fetal position in the box. It looked like he was sleeping.
She doesn't know how long the box stayed in the closet before her dad took her for a drive.
I remember one day going with my dad on this dirt road, and I remember him having shovels and a box. I wasn't really sure if it was the same box or not. And then I remember telling my grandma guys that we buried a box underneath the tree.
Lena cannot remember where the tree was or any landmarks, but later her father told the kids that they wouldn't see Peter Boy again.
And I would like the public to know that we're trying to look for my son. And it's very hard for us because we can't find him.
In 1998, the parents called a press conference saying they left Peter Boy with an auntie on Oahu, but no one believed that story, and the other kids were permanently taken from the Kemas. Jimmy and Yolanda Akol helped raise them, and over the years, the two have been trying to get answers about their grandson. But 3 years ago, Yolanda died after suffering a stroke and heart failure.
My wife said before she passed, "Don't give up." So I try to be strong, I try to stay real, man.
I want it to be done. I want something to be done about it. That's all I'm asking.
Even for them to try.
Try. Just try.
Hawaii News Now has learned Big Island police and prosecutors are going to try. They are actively pursuing the case, and after 17 years say they're ready to move forward.
The police are out there, they're reinvestigating. There's some new leads that are coming out, and like I said, we're kind of getting ready to go.
We're trying to tie up some other loose ends, and then we'll meet again. We'll meet and confer with the lead prosecutor, and we're hopeful that this case will eventually reach the courtroom.
Peter Boy's parents still live in the Puna district, in this home. Neighbors say they've had to call 911 numerous times because of domestic violence involving the couple.
She's back with him?
Family members don't talk to the Kemas much anymore. Jalen has tried contacting her father and her children several times, but they don't want to see her.
He's missing because of them. It's something they did, and it's something that my dad did, and my mom's not saying anything about it.
The children say they don't care what happens to their parents in the end. They just want to know why a little boy who who endured such a hard childhood, didn't get to grow up with them.
Lena is considered the key witness in the case. Investigators have tried to interview her mother several times, but say she does not cooperate. I'm Lynn Kawano, Hawaii News Now.
Thank you, Lynn. Such an awful story. Previous Hawaii County prosecutors have never explained why they did not prosecute this case, but Jaylynn's refusal to testify is believed to be one of the main reasons.
Another is the fact that Peter Boy's body was never found, and his sister was only 4 when she last saw him.